This is a story with many facets.
T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the Jody and Scott Show.
Yeah, it's the Jody and Scott Show. Hey, what's going on? What's happening, Scott?
Wow, dude. This is a big one, huh? I mean, I'm kind of nervous.
Why are you nervous? You never said you've been nervous about a show before. What's going on
we
today?
have so much to get to, Jody.
Oh, of
Usually
course,
can't
so
get to
much.
all of it. I mean, my hands are shaking.
Yeah, well, I tell you what.
Mom spaghetti. You know
Hey,
what I mean?
if you're a new listener joining us after checking us out on Tom and Dan the other
Wow,
day,
that was huge,
welcome.
dude.
Man, that was a lot of fun, right? Like.
I mean, you can drink there. That was cool. They had every beer.
I had
known to man, really?
I had never met either of them. Obviously, I'd heard their show and doing Orlando radio forever.
Right.
I had known of them, but they were like really great, nice guys. We had a great time. So if you're joining us, welcome. Hope you stick around. It'll be cool.
It's one hell of a ride. In fact, Jody, speaking of rides, Bernie's ride is officially over, but it almost came back to life yesterday.
That's right.
Old Jew. I can't believe what's going on here, dude.
The DNC is going on right now, and it started off kind of a mess, right? Because sort of simultaneously as the Democratic National Convention began, these DNC emails leak out that basically confirm the suspicions that all the Bernie supporters have had all along, was that the DNC was really actively working against him. And now it's a really weird scene, right? Because there's all these people that are standing there that were huge Bernie supporters that have just recently, it's been confirmed to them that they basically got screwed.
Yeah, so you got all these people in the audience. It looks like an NSYNC show. People are crying. Bernie's like, you must vote for Hillary. And people are like shedding tears, blowing their nose. It was a wild thing, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And to see the kind of stuff they were talking about, they were questioning like Bernie's religion, right? They were like he's not really Jewish, like he's more of an atheist, right?
Now, he kind of shut him down because you know how Trump had We Are the Champions last week, the Queen song?
Yeah.
Bernie came out to his song. They kind of said, look, I'm Jewish. Hear me roar. Do you have... That's what he came out to.
Oh, this is a good way to do it.
It's catchy. I mean, bar mitzvahs, they're definitely going to play this thing.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be the hottest new bar mitzvah song.
So Bernie's walking out. Ho, ho, hum. 1%.
Now, do you...
Nobody has to pay for anything again. Come on.
Isn't it funny that we have to like American politicians have no choice but to at least be religious, right? Obviously Mitt Romney was
You gotta pretend
really
you believe in something.
He was a real Mormon, but is anyone believing that Donald Trump is really a religious guy, or that Bernie Sanders, or even that Hillary Clinton? Do you think unless she had to go to church for the cameras, would she be going? I mean, would any of these people be doing this? I don't know.
I do think the best move of the DNC so far, Jody, is when they brought out Sarah Silverman. Now, she told the crazy Bernie people to chill out because it's getting a little reckless out there. What did she tell them? She goes, "You're being ridiculous," or whatever. And then she
Give
went
a
into
little
her
lecture.
speech.
Yeah.
You have her
Pussy is a word. It used to have so much power over me. Like when I was in
Very
high
edgy,
school, the word
right?
pussy.
on MSNBC.
It was so, it
that.
Did they have
grossed
to
me out, and yet it
bleep
was
this? Did they have to
titillating,
delay-
and I just had,
dump
I
the
felt like I
delay?
had
This is
Christmas
the
lights
unedited.
inside me. Like it just affected me so much.
It's a dirty
I don't
little
even
word.
understand how. But when I was young, it was like if somebody said it,
She's really
or
hot.
if I read it
Here's
somewhere,
the
or
thing with her.
sometimes I
This
would
is
write
fake,
it
obviously,
down
but
and look at it.
she has these heavy monster tits. Have you seen this new movie with her? I rented it on the Redbox because I don't think it was ever in theaters.
I don't watch movies.
No, she had this movie where she masturbated her kid's bear to her vagina. She rubbed a bear on the vagina, and she had massive, heavy, sweaty tits in this movie. You might want to Google that, Joe.
Make pussy gross again.
She said that, and that could be
said
like
that
Trump. Is that like
on
a Trump,
stage.
like a new Trump slogan, maybe?
Make pussy gross again.
Well, he's doing it. But Melania. Anyway, so I went to the movies. I saw Lights Out on Sunday. Do you want to see that? You know a lot about movies.
What is Lights Out exactly?
Here's the premise of Lights Out. The lights go out, the demon shows up. It was a
Okay.
great movie. Simple horror flick. I was there with a couple chicks, and we're sitting there, and the first scare happens. You wouldn't know about a scare because you sit around and you read news all day. Okay, this is fun. This is what the fun people are doing. They're going to movies, they're getting scared. Okay, Lights Out. The first
Lights Out.
scare, people are like, whoa, people are yelling. So I get into a little bit more on the second scare. I'm like, oh, hell no. Oh, no, 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 no. So I'm yelling.
Yep.
I'm eating loud
Getting
and I'm
into
having
it.
a good time.
Sure.
So I get the big shh from behind me. I'm having a blast. This woman brings me down, okay? I'm having a party at this movie, and she ruined the rest of the movie for me. I didn't say another word. What do you think? What's the line there when it comes to talking during a movie?
The line is that you keep your mouth shut.
Excuse me?
Completely.
Oh, come live a little, dude.
No.
This is-
All right,
this is
look.
a movie experience.
Okay, look, if you're in,
Fun.
if it's like a horror movie and there's a jump out of your seat moment,
Oh,
and you
hell
go, and you go, ah, that's
Yes.
fine. But like, you don't need to. Okay, so you got shushed during like, but you got
During the dialogue.
but you got
Nobody cares what they're
obnoxiously
saying.
loud, right? Because I remember when you and I took you out for your very first fancy dinner in your entire life at
That's right. I wore pants and
Hillstone,
everything.
at Hillstone not too long ago. I was like,
That
you know
was
what,
nice.
we need to class you
Wore a
up. Let's
shirt.
go to Hillstone. Let's have a nice meal out with some friends.
Dude, it was
show you how things.
relaxing. You brought your kid. A couple other people were there.
It was great.
They wore a
And-
fedora.
Right, it was a really good time, and you were the loudest person in the restaurant. I mean, you were
In the restaurant. That's a little
You were
much,
making all
okay?
kinds of loud, obnoxious comments. The tables all around us were miserable as a result of your
They
very
were not
presence.
miserable.
It's
I was
the
trying
same.
to involve people in my fun.
It's
okay?
the
There's
it's
nothing wrong
the
with that.
it's the exact same thing, Scott. Like you can't be loud and obnoxious in public like that.
I think sometimes I don't know how loud I am.
I don't think
But at the
you
same
do.
time, why not live a little? Do we have our manager on here? Because I want to
We
know
do.
exactly what it takes.
Now,
okay?
one of our old buddies, a great friend of the show, a former staff member of the show, who's
That's
an
right.
intern with us. Sheik and Rican was his name back then. Are we still calling you that? Is that what's the deal?
He's half Reek and half Sheik.
For my career purposes, yeah, let's go
let's
Sheik
stick
and
with
Rican.
let's stick with Sheik and Rican. Now, Sheik and Rican.
What does it say on your birth certificate? Tell me.
You're a lifelong movie theater manager. Obviously, never getting out of that job.
think
Probably
he's
going to be
still
there.
there.
Probably going to be there until you die, managing that movie
Yeah,
theater.
he's gonna die in the bathroom.
Yeah, let's talk about this. Where's the line, right? I mean, have you ever had people come to you and complain or ask you to remove people from the movie theater
We're
before?
talking, having a good time, living a little, a
What-
lot.
yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Let's live a
And
lot.
how do you handle that situation when people are
Right.
pissed?
Honestly, these days, if they say someone's talking, get them out. I just switch them into a different theater.
Whoa,
Simple as that.
that's a
But what if
calm solution.
the the same movie
like
isn't
that.
playing in a different theater?
You should be president.
It's just, I mean, if I go into the theater, if it's small kids or a female, I'll probably take them on. If it's a guy 3 times my size, I'll probably just look at the person and go, starts again in 2 hours, and then leave it at that.
So you'll physically fight them if you have to.
This is big.
I've actually been punched a few times. I know a few people who've been shoved a few times. So, nowadays with shootings and stuff like that, we do take things differently now than we used to in the past, where we would go like guns home.
Scott, did you have any idea that being a movie theater manager was so rough? Okay, now is this a
Not
movie
easy.
theater?
Could I get my question?
Oh, I'm
Because
sorry.
I like
I'm
to
sorry.
do something fun.
I'm so
like
excited about
Jody.
this. So many questions.
I'm a fun guy. What I like to do during the trailers, okay? Because trailers, sometimes people think that's the best part of the movie. I tend to agree because at the end of each trailer, if it looks like it's going to suck, I'll throw one of these out there. I'm going to wait for Redbox on that one. And dude, I get pops for days. This is fun. Can I do that?
At a midnight movie, absolutely. I mean, I think when it's
I mean, is interrupting previews really? I mean, do people get mad about interrupting the trailers?
Witty comment.
Do people care about that?
believe it or not, yeah, you get your regulars who are pretty serious. They're usually daytime hawks, and they're pretty serious about their movies.
Whoa, okay, all right. So this might be this like movie theater manager lingo here that I've never heard before.
What's a gay time hawk?
Yeah,
is that like an otter or a beaver?
What's a daytime hawk?
A raccoon?
Yeah, they just kind of show up. They're always trying to get free stuff. They just hang around and snoop in. Yeah.
I see.
Ooh, I do another thing. This is a great topic, by the way, Jody. I like to watch a movie during the day. I'm a daytime hawk, apparently.
Yeah, right.
I watch one movie and I have nothing to do because I have to work at night, so I'll go sneak into another movie. Is that really frowned upon, or does the manager have to be a real stickler to bust you on that?
So squarely frowned
Believe
upon.
it or not, there's some managers who really take it seriously. If they get caught, they kick them out. For me, I'm all about profit. 90% of our profit comes from concessions. So my rule is, if I catch you sneaking in, you can stay. but I dig out all your pockets and you got to buy some food. That's pretty much my
Buy some
rule.
shit.
I like
Okay,
that.
can see that. That's
see,
cool, dude.
Gangster
He is
businessman
awesome.
right
He
here.
should be a manager. Oh, he is.
He is there. Oh, there he is, everybody. Our good friend Sheik and Rican, movie theater manager and movie theater etiquette expert for the Jody and Scott show.
I'm not
Thanks.
done with him.
Oh.
I got one more.
All right, go.
Oh, yeah, okay. See, loud eating. I like to really chew on my popcorn loud, like mouth open. Sometimes it falls out. How loud can you be when it comes to eating the popcorn and the other snacks you bring into the theater?
I'd
level?
say be as loud as you can.
Let's
Be as
have
loud
some
as you
fun.
can
This
be.
guy likes to live a little. I'm a
All right, Sheik
daytime
and Rican.
hawk.
Thank you very
Is
much.
it a gay hawk? I
Thank
don't
you.
know what it is.
We appreciate you joining us, buddy. Thanks very much. There he is.
Welcome
No
to the
problem,
movies.
gentlemen.
Sheik and Rican, our resident movie theater etiquette expert and movie theater manager right there.
So I didn't finish the end of my story. So I get the shush midway through, and I do
Okay.
kind of quiet down after that because I don't want a girl to beat me up. She was big.
Okay.
But then after the movie, we're sitting there, and we wanted to see the end of the credits because they always have some cool thing at the end. You know, I always wait for that because I'm a gay time hawk. What did he say?
Daytime. He called them the daytime hawks. Like they're the ones that just kind of
Not
they
gay.
buy the matinee they buy the cheap matinee ticket and then
Right.
just kind of loiter
me.
around and you know they're the
Senior
the
citizen.
regulars. Yeah, the ones that are
I was
really trying to
gonna say.
exploit the system.
Can't you just call them old people at this point?
Yeah, that's what they are. They're retirees. So I'm waiting for the cool thing to happen at the end of the credits, and the girl behind me, the big one that shushed me, gives us both a couple knees on the way out to our seats. Just a boom and a boom, like hard knees, and you knew it was real knees.
The knee
this
bump.
was not like a oops because I'm fat, but because oops she did it again because it was
like-
two knees right in a row.
It's like the airplane knee bump, the one you do. The person, the asshole in front of you reclines their seat, and in return, you make sure to jam your knee into the back of the seat as frequently as possible to remind them that they're a dick for putting that thing down.
Right, so I told the chicks I was with I wanted to wait to the end of the credits, but really I was just waiting for that woman to go far, far away because I didn't want to be punched.
Well, I'm sorry you had
By
such
a
bad.
woman.
I'm sorry you had such a bad experience.
Yeah, but hey, I saw it a great time. Movie, I recommend it.
By the way-
Lights out.
By the way,
fun.
If a couple things that I didn't get to at the top of the show, real quick. First of all, if you're listening,
You jumped
on,
right in fast to this.
yeah,
Did
if you're
you
listening
say
on
anything?
if you're listening on iOS on Apple devices, check out a new app called Earbud. That is a great way to sort of get all your podcasts. Earbud is what it's called.
Okay.
Great new app that you should try to. If you're on iOS, it's awesome. Check it out. And then also, we're going to be starting some contests here soon. And in order to
That's
pick
right.
in order to pick winners, we need email addresses. So we haven't announced what the prize is going to be, but
I give people things.
yeah, it
which
looks
is
like it's going to be something cool. You can enter now if you want to, or you can wait until we actually announce the prize. But you can text JS to 66866. And you
A
can
lot
give
of
us your
numbers.
email address that way. That's JS to 66866, or you can go to jodyandscottshow.com and enter it there. It happened to me again today. Remember I was talking to you about this a little while ago. I was at 7-Eleven.
Your hair fell? Oh, no.
No.
7-Eleven, yeah.
That's 7-Eleven.
Well, that happened too,
I just want to get in and out. I want a Red Bull. I want to leave. And right in front of me,
You get
as
the
I'm checking out,
the summer's good, though. The
yeah,
green.
The-
oh, man.
no, the yellow one, the yellow Red Bull, the tropical
The
one.
spring. I thought that was the spring. It's all season. What is it, though?
So-
we don't know. It's just color,
So anyway,
sugar color.
so I'm grabbing the drink. I'm going to check out. There's nobody else in the store. There's one person ringing everybody up. It's like the middle of the day, and the guy in front of me is complicated lotto transaction guy.
He's got the pen out. He's got the calculator out. He's writing the numbers
Right.
down. He's picking out
Yeah,
the
we're-
scratch off because he's got to get a scratch off too on the way out. but he's got to
okay.
pick his own custom
So he's got-
numbers.
so- right.
He's got his bifocals out. You know the guy. He's looking down at the thing.
He walks up, and Scott, I shit you not, he had at least 13 tickets to scan first, right? Because I guess he can't check them
Right.
himself, right? He that 90% of these are not winners. He hasn't checked them himself, so he's gonna walk up with all these 9 tickets and have this guy scan them, right? So he's scanning. I'm looking
an
at the guy,
asshole.
and I'm looking at the cashier, and I'm just like, can't you just ring me up? Well, and he's kind of shrugs and keeps going. We're scanning.
He's
we're
been through
scanning
this before.
We're scanning 12 tickets. All right, now there's one winner, and he wins $4. All right, let's get out of here. No, we're gonna buy 2 scratch-off tickets, and we got dude. Is there anyone in the entire universe that is worse
Do these guys
than
ever win the lotto, by the way?
complicated
Are these
lottery
the guys
transaction
winning?
guy? I don't know.
There is. There's the coupon lady at Walgreens, though. I deal with her once in a while. She's a real bitch.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
coupon
I have
people,
places to be, lady. I have drinks to have. Coupon lady. She's got the coupon thing out. They got the little book because Walgreens have several coupon books laying around.
Yeah.
So you got to go through that one.
Yeah.
And then the Walgreens guy is supposed to help you find the coupons. And I'm sitting there. I just want to buy a case of beer and get the hell out of there. But you got coupon lady, and she wants more money off her thing. She's asking for a manager, and she's yelling. You feel bad because she's old as hell. Got nothing else to do. But I just want to drink some beer, Jody. That might be second to the complicated lotto guy, but I do have some breaking news.
Because the thing is, like, at least the complicated lotto guy, like, at least the coupon lady is doing it to save some money. Like, she's getting like a real return from it. Complicated lotto guy is like
nothing.
is like paying for the
Cash in his welfare check.
Hold on, here, let me try that again.
Breaking news. Let's see if they do it
here.
right. Breaking news song.
Sorry, I'm all flustered about this.
Get it together. Yeah, you really hate
complicated
these lotto people.
lotto transaction guy. I hate him.
I did hit $50 on a $2 scratch off the other day. That's
A good feeling, isn't it? It happens like once every 5 years, and it's such a good
I bought
feeling.
Bought one.
Nice.
And it was a gold rush. The gold
Nice.
rush always hits.
All right.
Not always. When I actually go in to buy it, meaning to buy it, it never hits. Okay, breaking news. This is actually some upsetting news. Toby Sheldon, you know the guy who had the plastic surgery to change his face into Justin Bieber's face? Did you hear about this?
No, that's a real thing?
Yeah, Google it. It's a real thing. He didn't come that close. He wasn't as attractive as Biebs, but yeah, he got close. He actually died from an OD last night. Was found in the bathroom. So.
I mean, how sad is that, right? Like you dedicate your life. You're so effed up in the head that you think the path to happiness is to get plastic surgery to make yourself look like Justin Bieber.
And everybody will love you.
And then everyone's
like the
gonna
Biebs.
love you. I mean, and of course, a drug addict because he's depressed and whatever. Why are you telling us this story? It's a terrible story. It's making me feel like shit. Why are you doing this to
your
me?
story? There's a rumor going around as a young kid. You looked up to Gene Wilder so much, Willy Wonka, the original, that you actually had a couple things done to your face when you turned 18 to resemble more of a Gene Wilder. Is that true? I talked to your sister earlier today. I did a little bit of background check, and she said there was a surgery you went in for that nobody knew why. Is it true?
Wow.
You went in to get some Gene Wilder nose jobs.
No, it's actually just that I look sort of like Gene Wilder.
Bullshit.
I didn't have
Nobody
anything.
resembles an old man at the age of 18 the way you resemble Gene Wilder at 50.
I did not have any plastic surgery done. I did not have any procedures done to make myself look more like Gene Wilder. I just sort of look like a younger Gene Wilder. It is what it is.
I need to call your mom. I'll call your mom after the show. She awake
Please
still?
do. Yes, please do. She'll gladly.
Busy though, right? She busy?
No, she's not busy. Very retired. Very retired.
Nice.
Yeah, it would be nice.
The VCR stuff now, or you want to do it later, Jody?
I guess we should. I guess we should get into this because this is. I mean, I think it's kind of a big deal, right? Because it is a true closing of a chapter in our lives, and in any '90s kid, any '80s kid. This was a huge part of our growing up.
That's right. The last VCR will be made, this month? Is that what's going on?
This month. Sanyo is the last company holding on, making VHS players, and they only sold 750,000, which seems high, right? Like, why?
This year?
Last year, they sold 750,000.
Homeless shelters,
I
rehab clinics.
Is that the only place where you know where the last place the last place I saw a VHS player was, and this is the God honest truth. I was
the trash.
No, when my wife and I were trying to get pregnant, and we had a little difficulty, and as part of the process, I had to go to do a semen analysis, and so I had to go to this place. I had to go to this place, and I had to go into a room like a little like clinic jerk off room.
Do they give you a mag, really stiff magazine or what?
They had magazines and they had VHS tapes. I hadn't seen a VHS porno tape in so long that I was like, I was absolutely shocked by the entire thing. But yeah, they had VHS. So of course, I just whip out my phone and go to Pornhub.
You found some real porn,
right? Like, what am I? What?
What'd you search? Big titty boobies?
I
mean, butt stuff. What'd you do?
I mostly
Titty
just
fuck?
no. I just go for whatever's like trending. Like I just look at the front page and I don't have like a specific
Tie-ups?
thing. I just went to the front page, look
My apps
for
are
something
good.
that looks hot. Oh, speaking. All right, before we get into the
Finish-
VSR, hold on. But
what?
have you heard about this porn trend, the struggling in mud porn? By any chance?
I like it though.
Have you
I think
heard
I know
of
what
this?
I'm doing later tonight? No.
Okay,
But it sounds
all right.
very hot.
Okay, so here's the deal. So there is apparently a whole thing going on that you can get into here, and it is a genre of porn that is women.
I like genre.
Women struggling in mud and quicksand. Okay,
This is fun.
All right, so what this? Let me describe the shot I'm looking
already
at
getting
right
excited.
now. Okay, let me describe the shot. It is a woman in the woods in a mud pit. And she's struggling in the mud, like she can't get out, right? And she's just desperately. She looks like she's gonna die soon. She looks terrified. She's neck deep in mud right now, desperately trying to get off.
When does she get banged?
She's listen.
Help you.
There's a guy standing
You know,
there.
it's going to take you probably another 6 or 7 minutes to sink. We'll be back.
Is she gonna blow him eventually, or what's the?
There's no
Gets
sex.
through the mud?
There's no sex. She's topless.
Oh.
She's naked. She's struggling in the mud the entire time. Every now
So
and
this
then,
is-
some guy walks up to her and like sort of taunts her, and then that's it. There's no sex. The whole thing. And there's multiple versions of this basic scenario all
I know
over the
what this
place.
is, Jody.
It's
I can
sick
tell you
and it's
exactly what
weird.
this
I don't
is, because
understand.
It's for married guys like you that are whipped. These guys have to go into
Woman
closed
haters.
doors and watch girls struggle.
Woman haters, like guys
You
that
wanna
like
watch-
guys.
you're a whipped guy, so you're a whipped husband, and
Okay.
you get treated like crap. You want
like
to
me.
see a girl roll in the mud. You know what I mean?
Just
That
really
turns
struggle.
You
You
want
want
to from it.
Yeah, you want to see a woman just struggle
Yeah.
and hate life and be terrified. It's
Now,
awful.
Jody, back to VCRs real quick.
Okay, back to
Growing up in middle school, I bet you wouldn't buy this, but I didn't have a lot of friends. Would you buy that?
Yeah.
Wow. What do you mean? Come on. Shit.
Makes sense.
Well, you know, one of my friends was a VCR.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, named him Charlie.
That does make sense. Yeah.
And I would tape, Star Trek: The Next Generation on them, so I didn't miss the beginning when I got home from work or school. Actually, I didn't work till I was about 25. Very relaxed life. No, I worked, but I get home, watch the movies. I'd have all my Titanic double box sets. So it was a friend of me. I twitched his little nipple. What'd you call that? The tracking. I played with his nipple.
Yeah.
Make them,
The
So I
tracking.
want to say goodbye to my friend, Charlie, the VCR, who kind of was my best friend as a kid. And I have a couple words. Actually, this took me a while to write. Actually, it's a meme that I found on the internet. But Charlie, you let us fall asleep without waking us up with that annoying rotating menu. You know what I mean? Remember, VCRs will let you like calmly fall asleep and then just rewind itself at the end of the movie. Now you got the annoying menu
The
coming out
loop,
at the end.
the loop that plays at the end, the loop music, the thing that just every minute and a half, the exact same goddamn thing over and
You
over.
get my song playing, and this is the last thing I want to say. This is an emotional song that I wrote for my friend Charlie, the VCR. I could have not watched you for 8 years. I would put you on, and you'd be the same exact spot where I left you off. You never forgot about me.
It's okay, Scott. I
Never forgot.
Scott.
The song of this is a beautiful ditty. Beautiful titty.
It's all right, man.
I watched porn on there too. My dad hid him under the bed. I found him and put him in there, and then jerked. Do you know this guy?
I don't think I do.
I jerked really hard at my dad's porn.
Okay. That's good. That's good to know.
On the VCR, Charlie.
No, you gonna be okay?
Bye, Charlie.
Yeah, bye, Charlie.
I'm gonna take a minute to get it together, but
All the VCRs, no more new ones will be made from this point forward, starting this month. Godspeed. There it is.
goodbye, friend.
No more.
That was a good song, though. Really gets me going.
No more VCRs. Did you see Justin Timberlake got somebody like creepily touched his face while he was walking around on a golf course and I guess it
God.
really like deeply bothered him and freaked him out. It's actually kind of
I
funny.
don't think anybody likes face touching. Though.
Have you-
I mean, Flava Flav started it, but I don't like a face touch. Oh hell no! I like it at a movie theater. Oh hell no!
You know what? I can't find. Okay, here it is. Here's the clip. He's walking around. As he's walking by,
It's like a creepy party.
hold on, he says something. His crew talk. He's like,
Bro, why would you do that?
that was Justin Timberlake. Bro,
Is it a guy?
why would you do
touching his face?
some guy? So Justin Timberlake's walking through the crowd.
Shit touching your face. You
Some,
can't. be
some
that
guy
mad,
sneaks
but
his
dude,
hand out of the crowd and just like grazes his hand along Justin Timberlake's cheek. And like it freaked him out so much that he like had to like stop and address it. It was actually kind of funny.
It sounds like my slutty roommate's having a date over right now. She has to do it on Tuesday. All right, I got some breaking news. This is sick.
Breaking news?
I can't deal with her. Yes, I do. It's another one. A lot of breaking news today.
God,
Breaking news song. Shit, Jody. Now, this is something you didn't know about because we kind of teased it earlier when we were talking, getting the show ready. Facebook. Remember when you said bye-bye to MySpace?
Yeah.
Because I called that. And
Yeah.
I said Facebook was taking over. Well, it's taking it over to the next level because Facebook is starting an Airlines. Headed
What?
by the CEO, Mark Zuckerberg. He's going to jump on that plane, and he'll do this once a month. He'll fly people around, and they can do all their Facebook updates on the plane for a nice cost. Right here it says it. Facebook flights on the
Have you
headline.
ever in like how long
Facebook
how long
flights.
how long have we been doing this? 6 months? We've been doing this for like 6 months, right?
Here?
Yeah, on
we've
this,
done this longer than 6
thing.
months.
Well, I know, but
this
this
one. Okay,
incarnation, 6 months.
Facebook flights.
What have you ever actually read one of the articles that because I know you grab the headline, you think it looks interesting.
Zuckerberg's going to jump on a plane.
And then do
Yeah.
you ever actually read the articles?
I do. It says here Zuckerberg's going to jump on a plane. I don't
It's
have
not
the
what it
article
says.
on me, but I remember reading it earlier. What,
Okay.
Is that true? Because that sounds like fun. Old Zucky.
No. What Facebook is doing is they are
Sucky.
they've designed a fleet of aircraft that are solar powered and can bring internet access to remote areas of the world. So these things can fly around. So they have these awesome, incredible planes that can fly for months at a time. They can fly up they're solar powered,
air?
stay in the air for months
in
at a
the air?
time.
Yeah.
Nobody's on board. Mark Zuckerberg is not flying.
be
them.
on there.
People do not get
Update.
on the plane to do their
No. There's no
Facebook
people?
updates. No,
That's not fun.
Solar.
People.
It's a solar. It's basically provisioning internet access from the sky, flying above. So it's not an airline. It's not Mark Zuckerberg. I think you should try reading the articles. Just like
Well, maybe
for like a
give me
week.
heads up.
Maybe we turn it into a thing, right? For 1 week.
thing?
For 1 week, you read every article that you decide to bring up, top to bottom, so you actually know what's going on.
This is an article
No?
I actually did read today, Jody. This is a beautiful article because they say this.
Okay.
Start my bath.
Oh,
In
is
my
it
bath.
is it bath time?
Start my bath. Oh, yeah. I want the water all the way on high, Jody. Pretend like you're in the bathroom with me.
Do you like it hot or do you like it like medium?
Yeah.
Nice and
we'll
hot?
Start it off real hot, and then we'll pull back once I dip my toes in.
Okay, you getting in? You want a little music? Want to put a music on for you?
I do. Yeah, I like maybe some sexual, seductive saxophone, maybe. Yeah, this is more alien vibe. Oh, there we go. Jody, if you don't mind, I'm going to take some clothes off. If you don't mind. I'm going to dip my toe to make sure the water's okay. Jody, I need a little bit more cold there.
The cold too. Okay.
Come on, Jody.
I got it.
It's supposed to be relaxing and sexual for me. Now we're back to reality. Jody, new study comes out today that says an hour-long warm bath is actually better for you than an hour-long run on the road. So crank up that water and turn on that fun music because I'm going to soak my ass off right now.
Is this a real story?
That's true. They say that it takes your temperature in your body to the next level, a better temperature than actually taking a nice run on a summer day. So pop your clothes up
Do
and
you have
jump
a
in the
link
bath,
for that?
right?
Can you send me any? Here's the thing. Like, I feel like I have to start
Just
asking
Google
you
it.
for evidence.
Do you want me to Google it, dude? I'm telling you. I know. Now you're craving a bath.
I'm going
just
to
like
Google
I
it right
am.
now. Okay, so you
Okay, let's
say
do it.
hot bath is the
Hot
same.
bath better than exercising.
better
Yes,
than
that's what, and it's more
exercise.
fun. Exercising's boring. You're just standing there doing a thing. It sucks.
Oh, I see the article here. Can you get the benefits of exercise by having a hot bath? Here it is. Well, maybe it's true.
Is Wild Child the clown on hold?
Is it time for Wild Child?
We got Wild Child.
I don't think so. Hey, hold on. Tony, you're on the Jody and Scott show. How you doing?
Tony.
Hey, good. I heard you the other day, speaking of water, talking about jerking off at a urinal.
Oh, that's
When
right,
you're on the,
dude.
when you're on the top. when you're on the Tom and Dan show, but I didn't hear the whole story, and I kind of think it sounds kind of hot. Can you tell that story, Jody?
Jody said it, not me. In fact, I wanted to talk more about this anyway. Jody brought up on the Tom and Dan show, Mediocre Time, that he jerked off into a urinal. Why, where, and what the fuck was going on? I hate to use an F-bomb, but shit.
All right, look, it was a long time ago. I lived in a fraternity.
College
I lived in a
freshman,
fraternity
little girl.
house. I lived in a fraternity house when I was a freshman in college. It was
Lots of drugs involved.
It was a shared.
How old were you?
I'm sorry. What was that?
How old were you?
I was like 19.
I think this guy's jerking off.
Right, I know. But I'll tell you the story anyway. Maybe it'll. If it gets you hot, it gets you hot.
Hey.
So I lived in it was a shared living situation. Like there were like two guys in a room. It was late at night. We had
bunk bed or no?
Right,
Was it a bunk bed situation?
No, sort of. It was like a loft kind of situation. And so
ET sheets?
So I had been hanging out with this girl out in sort of the common area, getting and got sort of like blue balls, right? It got sort of teased out. And
You're doing like a hump, like a dance hump,
dropped,
or just like
right? Well, it was just one of those like
closed
it was just I got
spearing,
it was just
you
I
know?
got a girl got me
like
super
a Trojan horse,
super horned up and then left. Right? It was one of those kind of
You
deals.
had a raging boner for like 30 minutes.
Right. And
Okay.
so in my room, in the room that I shared with somebody else, the guy was like hooking up with his girlfriend, like had, the marker on the door not to come in. It was like late at night. It was like 3 in the morning.
You were jerking to them.
Yeah,
and
3 in the morning. No one was out and around. I walked into the common bathroom. The stall where a normal person would go to take care of this business was disgusting. Someone had vomited in it. So I walked over to the
that's
urinal,
not sexual.
handled business in the urinal, and then went on. That was it. And that's the
feel
story.
after that?
And that's the story of how I ended up doing it in a urinal.
Did you use a rubber? Because I feel like those places are dirty. You know what I mean?
It was
And
pretty
I thought
filthy.
You did it twice.
It was pretty
Sure you
filthy.
said you did it
I may
twice.
have exaggerated with the twice. It was a one-time thing. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate
how do
your
you- how
your
do you get
attention to
excited
detail
for the
there.
second
I
time?
appreciate your attention to detail.
Did anyone watch you?
No, Tony. No one watched me. I was there by myself. It was
Can he watch
middle,
you?
Middle of the night. No, you cannot. No, Tony, you can't. You can't watch me. Thank you, though.
So you're
No. Yeah.
in a
I
bathroom
don't.
with a...
Okay. Thanks.
When you were 19, maybe, but now you have all those hobbit feet and shit. I don't care about it.
Yeah, he's a
All right.
hobbit feet.
Yeah. I'm not.
Shave those bad boys.
I'm not young and sexy anymore, Tony. So sorry.
Losing his hair.
Losing my hair. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. There he is.
By the way, you're not
Thanks,
really
Tom.
losing your hair. You've been losing your hair for too long now. I know I've said this before, but I feel like you're like in a frozen pattern. You taking that pizza?
No, I'm
Pizza?
not. I'm going to be God honest here.
Pizza?
This is where things changed for me. When I quit smoking cigarettes, my hair stopped falling out. And
So
there
you could have been
and
like
right.
a healthy
Yes,
form of hair.
You're right.
you know?
I honestly believe that if I had never smoked cigarettes in my entire life, I would have more hair than I have right now.
Your dad is bald as hell.
God
so I don't know
damn!
about that.
Like that's like the one thing. If I could go back in time, if I get a time machine, could go back in time one time, it wouldn't be to go back to kill Hitler before.
It wouldn't be to
before
go
all that.
back and not jerk off into your
It
urinal.
wouldn't be to
you know?
stop
I
that.
get a whole lot of that
it would be
memory
to
forever.
go back and be like, "Yo, don't smoke cigarettes because they're gonna make you bald." And that's that. Whatever.
Hey, you learn, you live, you're older, you wish you could go back.
Guess who
Son
died?
of a
Who asked you to go out of town? The stupid young one or the married one?
The married one.
That's what I thought. Don't go.
lot
You
of
hear me?
deaths tonight.
And you know what? You're not listening to me because I see you going.
If you recognize that voice, then you were probably grew up in the 90s, right? I mean, how could you not?
That's right, man.
Maybe one of the most famous, iconic commercial figures of the 90s. You couldn't go anywhere without hearing these commercials.
You know, you get halfway through watching Titanic. It's the double VHS. You got to take a break. Guess who's on in the middle of the night? Miss Cleo.
I see you going. I'm just telling you, I'm trying to help you to avoid the heartache. Don't go blindly through life. Let me use the power of the tarot to show you the way. Call me now for your free reading.
Call me now. That's her.
That
That's
was
her
like
big
the
line.
WhatsApp of
Yeah.
that era. You know what I mean? Everybody could do the
me now.
impression.
Yeah, everyone.
Like the Borat of the back then. You know, everybody could
It was.
that sexy time. You know, everybody had that impression down pat, but that's the only one they could do.
So Miss Cleo passed away
What a
today
ride.
at her home in Palm Beach County.
You think she'd see that coming? Too soon?
Did you have to? No, here's the thing. It's like the most.
I know,
It's like
it's a horrible joke.
It's like
I had-
it's like literally the most obvious
Easiest joke,
fucking
yeah.
joke that
sorry.
anybody
I'm sorry.
could could say about this situation, and every
kinda wish I
single
didn't.
person that uses that joke is a total asshole. Like, Jesus
I hate
Christ.
it. I'm sorry, but it's time for my summer songs.
You're
I got some tips.
ashamed of yourself.
I'm sorry. I take it back. I knew it was going to be bad.
All right.
Shit.
God damn, Scott.
Summer song. It's time for my tips.
Oh, it's time for the tip? All right, which summer song should we do? The new one? I like this one.
Oh, we got a new one? That's fine.
Swimming, digging,
Yeah.
running. Yeah.
This is my favorite song.
In the sea. I like this one. But I don't know if it's as good
Bathtub
as.
today.
All right, so what do you got for this? What's going on?
Jody, your electric bill probably is skyrocketing right now. You know what I mean?
God.
It's not easy. What do you got?
Dude,
What are you looking at?
it's
'Cause I'm
getting
looking
up
at like $400.
We came up close to $400 this past month. It is goddamn miserable, man. The heat everywhere is bad. It's bad.
Now, there's a couple things you can do, Jody, and these are tips. I like to help you out because I'm a nice guy.
Appreciate that.
You know that room you don't use? You have a room in your house you don't use? You're probably in it right now.
I do. I have a room that I don't. There's a current.
Actually, I think you put me on the floor there once when
Yeah.
I stayed the night. Thank you very much. That was very comfortable.
You're welcome.
You gave me like your dog's blanket or something. I
Yeah,
appreciate
that's
that.
all, you know.
It was very comfortable in there. Now, one of the tips you can do is actually shut the vents in that room and always make sure the door's shut. That way you're not ACing that room. See, these are good tips you're really going to be pointing about, correct?
Good tip. All right.
What? No, be honest with me. Will you tell me that was a good tip? Be
I get
real.
it. Great tip. It's a great tip. It's a great tip.
Okay, the other one is every time you leave the house, you put the AC up to 88. Hot, but
No, it's a
you
terrible
save it.
idea. You don't do that.
Why is that?
Because it actually uses more energy for your air conditioning to cool your house from a higher temperature than it does for it to maintain a lower temperature. So if you let the inside of your house, like all your floors,
Right.
all of your
I think
walls,
the heat would come out at that point.
everything in your house is going to absorb all of that heat when you leave it at 88 degrees. When your air conditioning turns back on, it's got to fight all that to get it back down. So it's actually better to maintain a temperature at like 77, 78 degrees than it is to let your air conditioner turn off and then. Yeah.
But what about that idea with the you shut the vents in the room you're not using?
All right, that's a good idea.
Come
Scott.
on. Yes. Got one.
Were those your only tips? Is that it? Or do you have more?
I'll
Or
save
do you
a
have
piece
more
of paper.
tips to?
I did have more
for
tips
your air
but I don't know
conditioner.
what the rest of my tits are. Hold on, so you got a lot of shit going on over here. We can move forward. Actually, I do have another tip for your sex life.
You have a tip for my sex life.
Yeah. Well, first of all, stop smoking cigs. No.
Yeah.
Second of all, they say if you sleep 7 hours a day, you'll never fight as a couple. How much do you sleep?
Is that true?
I'm becoming like the Dr. Phil here of this show. Which is
Again,
really cool.
because I
I'm
never
not
know if
gonna
you're
giga.
making things up or if it's real. Is this real or is
No,
it
it's
made
all
up?
real shit. I just don't know where the hell I got it from. No
Okay.
sources anywhere. Okay?
That's pretty incredible because I think that last week we were talking about how my wife and I very rarely fight, and we both probably
Shame.
get about 7 or 8 hours of sleep a night. Like we go to bed pretty early, wake up pretty early, and
Hey,
we
you
don't
smoke a pound of weed and
we
it
don't
knocks you
drink.
right the hell out.
Maybe overstating that a little bit. Thank you.
Half a pound.
Okay,
Half a pound.
Half a pound. Sure.
Okay. So Sega Genesis is coming back. They're bringing that back too. I mean, why not?
this-
You got Nintendo. You got Sega. You got what are you? Rookie the Raccoon. What was that? A groundhog?
Is that a result? Is it so? Okay, so they announced that the new Nintendo system is coming out. That's all the old school Nintendo games built into like a small. Is it the same deal with the Sega? Like a ton of old Sega games? Because that was
Yeah. So
when
they
I
loaded up the computer with all the the hog and the what other games are that? I never got the Sonic. Those were like the weirdo kids that had the Sega.
I
right?
was a Sega guy. See,
You were the
And-
freaky
and I
weirdo,
was.
losing your
I was
hair,
a
playing
weird.
Sega.
I was a weirdo kid. I was like I went for
Name
the Sega.
one other game on that thing.
I can't. I can't remember. I mean,
Because you didn't play. You were a weirdo that just played the Hedgehog over and over again. By
I
the way,
played
the other tip
Hedgehog.
was-
I played Hedgehog a lot, but then like one of my buddies got the Sega CD system that had that creepy game where you were like you spied on like partially clothed women. You probably don't remember that.
No, but I am waiting in line for the Tetris movie. You hear about that? They're doing I was gonna say they're doing a threesome. They're doing a trilogy
And
of that movie.
isn't it like a giant, massive budget movie?
Blocks falling down. Yeah.
All right, hey,
But,
criminal.
anyway, Jody, that last tip real quick was turn all your ceiling fans on at all time. You like that?
Why would you do something like that?
I don't know. Hey, criminal
I'm
Ben, what's
sweating
happening
right now.
Criminal Ben,
Ben,
Yes, I am here.
what's
do you like my tips? My AC tips.
Well, I have a couple things I could talk about virtual reality porn etiquette. I've been busted a couple times. And also, I'm in New Orleans right now, looking for mud, the best mud, the most exotic mud, better than the New Jersey Major League Baseball mud.
So you are something of a porn etiquette. Did you know anything about this mud quicksand porn fetish thing?
No nudity though.
Yeah, no, they're nude.
Absolutely.
They're
Look,
nude.
They're nude, just no sex.
Right, no sex.
No sex. What are you talking about?
I was watching,
it'd be like digging her way through dirt to a blowjob.
The one I was watching, there was no
interested,
sex.
you know?
Maybe I haven't gotten deep enough into this world. I don't know.
The world.
Look, if you really want to do virtual reality porn right now, you have to go to Pornhub. They're the ones that have the true virtual reality porn videos out there that you can use in your Google Cardboard. And they also have all of those mud videos out there. I used to do Dead Sea mud, but it's a little too salty, and I switched over to the Major League Baseball mud. The guy that gets it from New Jersey for the Major League Baseball. But now I'm in New Orleans right now, looking for the best mud. I really want to step it up.
But what do you need?
I really want to step it
the
up,
mud for? What are you doing where you need mud? Like,
it's just the feeling that you get when you douse your body and just cover yourself in mud, and then you just do your virtual reality porn, and but one of the main things is you have to lock the door.
Yeah, you don't want to mud. You gotta be. What about being clean with it? You surround yourself in newspaper. What do you?
This is so weird.
What I do is I get the just like Dexter. No, just like Dexter. It's a crime scene. You got a crime scene that shit.
Yeah. You got spooge. You got mud all mixed together. Might make a good facial rub down after.
Okay.
You know, you get
criminal Ben.
My girlfriend's getting pissed. My girlfriend is really getting upset with me because I keep making her giving me blowjobs, but I put on the virtual reality headset to make her look like a different person. And feelings and emotions are getting involved now, and she just doesn't like it. Because every time I'm like, hey, I had a Pikachu giving me a blowjob the other day.
Here's the thing, Criminal Ben, you're the first person that I know.
That's great.
Personally, who has really embraced this virtual porn thing, and it's like fascinating because I've never experienced it, and like the whole idea of putting on a helmet and like watching like a Pikachu give a beach while your girlfriend is doing it is a very bizarre
and you have to sit.
It's a very weird thing.
You want to sit just like they're sitting. And I'm telling you, like, this isn't going away. This isn't no glasses 3D, or this isn't 3D televisions that they're trying to push on people with glasses. Nobody's wearing glasses, and 3D is stupid. This is a multi-billion-dollar start to what the future is going to be.
I'm happy.
God. Okay. I buy it.
I'm looking for the best mud. I'm in New Orleans. I've been in the swamp. I went on an airboat ride today.
Good luck, Criminal Ben. Good luck in the bayou. Hope you find
I'll tell you this right now. It smells like dirty fish, the mud out of New Orleans. I was looking for it, but
thanks, buddy.
It's not working.
All right, appreciate that. Later on, Criminal Ben.
Jody.
Thanks,
Thank you, Criminal Ben.
He's our resident virtual reality porn expert.
You know, at the beginning of a relationship, everything's cool. You can say whatever you want. People are pretending like there's somebody they're not. You know what probably put an end to that is putting a thing on your face and asking for a blowjob from your girlfriend, so you can't see her anymore. That would probably end the cool part of the relationship. You know,
like I don't know. Like I could see that as maybe something that. I don't know. Maybe couples that have been together forever and ever and want to spice
see Jamie
things up.
getting into this. This seems like
my wife. Could you imagine what the response from my wife would be if I was like, "Hey, I'm going to put on this. I'm going to put on this helmet."
Actually, she already saw you with one on at the mall a few days ago.
She did. So she already knows. She already knows how ridiculously geeky it would look. I don't see her getting into that. I
think she's going to pass. I got a Twisted. You have anything else? Because I need to get out of here. I got a Twisted.
You got a Twisted? Oh wow! It is time. I totally lost track of the time. I didn't even realize that we were wrapping it up here. All right,
yeah. Got to go watch Willie tonight. Bill Clinton about to speak.
Cool.
Speaking of blowjobs, that's another Miss Cleo joke. Sorry, my bad.
Jesus Christ.
Jody, this one's kind of big. In fact, you might want to compose a letter to TMZ right now. Do you have your email there?
Ready to
As
go.
I'm talking, just type this. So we talked about Zuckerberg earlier today, and we also talked about the decline of MySpace. A lot of people don't know how that really happened. They had that stupid movie of the kid and the twins and the jerking off, whatever. It sucked. What really happened was a drunken night where MySpace Tom and a young Zuckerberg were having cocktails together, both smart men. It led to a hookup. In my life, it led. Okay? It led to a hookup where they went back and had sensual social media sex with their actual penises and stuff. Okay. The next morning, Zuckerberg woke up knowing he made a horrible mistake with MySpace Tom. So what they had to do was sign a contract saying that Zuckerberg would take over the social media landscape and MySpace Tom would sell it to Fox, and they would never talk to each other again. The end.
Now you know
TMZ.com.
the rest.
Isn't that
of the story
pretty cool?
What are you talking about?
That's something nobody knew.
I thought the plastic surgeon who tried to turn his face into Justin Bieber would have made for a better.
No, that was real. No, I'm telling you, that is a real story. And one day, when we're old and gray like Jody, that will come out as a true story. Now, suck on that, TMZ.
Turn your mic off, Mike. It screws everything up whenever you turn the mic on. I don't know why.
It's sensual sex.
Remember, you can text JS to 66866 to get onto our email list. We're going to have some prizes and stuff to give away soon, so you can just enter now and save the trouble or wait or whatever. JS
Jody
to 66866. Just text it in.
And also, of course, JodyandScottShow.com, Jody with a Y. Did you hear about that fatso that got kicked out of Golden Corral for eating 50 pounds of food over 7 hours?
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
I think we have a clip of that, actually.
That's disgusting. I think. Do we have a clip of?
He got kicked out, but I think he tried to go back today. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there it is.
Easy, Tiger. Food's not going anywhere. That's why he hung out for 7 hours, though. You got to give him credit. He took his time.
Hey, if you're looking for ways to subscribe to the show, try the Earbud app if you're on iOS. If you're on Android, I don't know, Podcast Addict. But get subscribed. Get subscribed. iTunes, wherever. Then we get delivered to you every week. Get subscribed.
Comes to your phone, apparently. So I'm going to go do that right now, Jody.
You should do that. I'm amazed.
Like Google subscribe.
Yeah, just Google subscribe, Scott. That'll help.
Jody and Scott Show subscribe and just click on it and it'll come to my phone.
I don't think that's the way it works. I don't think that's the way it works.
Hey, by the way, thank you to Tom and Dan for having us in on Friday. That was awesome, wasn't it?
It was a really good time.
About your urinal jerk off.
I'd like to do it again sometime. We'll see.
Let's do it right now.
All right. You got anything else, or are we out of here?
I'm going to go watch Willie. Free Willie right now. Bill Clinton. Here we go.
See you next Tuesday, every Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time at jodyandscottshow.com. Posted shortly afterwards to iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music, everywhere. Shitty radio programs can be downloaded. We're right there. See you next week.
Make pussy gross again.
We had a case where we had an African-American guy who was a fan of mine. Great fan, great guy. In fact, I want to find out what's going on with him. You know what I'm... Oh, look at my African-American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about?
Make pussy gross again.